True or false? If you have an IUD, it will end up in your stomach. False. I think by now many of us have heard about that article where a woman said that her IUD ended up in her stomach and then she had all these other medical health issues. Well, that situation was actually a bit more complicated with a lot of other medical issues going on simultaneously that was not very specific to the IUD. So with that being said, it is really important to note that perforation, which is the penetration of the uterus wall, is possible, but highly, highly, highly unlikely during an IUD insertion. You're actually more likely to get hit by a bus than to have your IUD go anywhere besides just sit there inside your uterus where your provider had placed it. But that being said, it is always important to voice your concerns to your provider about birth control methods and maybe how they work inside your body. And then in the end, it's all about trying to figure out a method that's going to work best for you and your needs. So let's talk about intrauterine devices, aka IUDs. The intrauterine device, also called the IUD, is a small T-shaped device that your provider puts inside of your uterus. There are two different types of IUDs available, ones with hormones and then ones without hormones. The IUD with hormones can last anywhere from 3 to 7 years, depending on which kind you get. There are multiple different versions of hormonal IUDs, so have that conversation with your doctor. The IUDs that are without hormones can last up to 12 years. There is only one version of IUDs without hormones, and they can also be used for emergency contraception. IUDs are inserted and removed by a provider and placed within the uterus. There may be cramping or discharge after the IUD is first inserted and within the first few weeks, if not the first few months of the IUD. Also, the IUD may change your period, especially right in the beginning. Both the IUD with hormones and without hormones are safe to use right after you give birth, so immediately postpartum, and both of them with and without hormones are safe to use while breastfeeding.